Okay, so the extension party continues with the NBA. So, Bam Adebayo has signed a 5-year, $195 million contract to stay with the Miami Heat. This extension was reported by Zach Lowe of ESPN. Nate, your opinions on this?
I mean, yeah, congratulations to him. Congratulations to the Miami Heat. Obviously, a great player, great scorer, great defender. He's one of the core pieces to the Miami Heat. Going to the NBA Finals against the Lakers this year, although they fell short. Nobody expected the Miami Heat of all teams to go to the NBA Finals. Everybody expected the Celtics or the Raptors to up to the Heat weren't even in that conversation. Everybody thought they'd be eliminated in the first and second round. But that didn't happen. And one of those reasons why is because of Bam. Bam was just one of the key players on that team, along with Tyler Harrow and Jimmy Butler. You know, and congratulations to him. I love seeing this kid play, despite the fact that he doesn't play for the Celtics. I love to see him play, and he deserves the money too. He really does.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Let me. I think personally, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Congratulations to him on the extension. I really do like Bam Adebayo. I think it might be a little too far fetched. I'm
Hmm.
gonna be real. And I'm gonna say that, and the reason why I'm gonna say that is because he averaged 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists, which are good stats. Don't get me wrong, with 55% from the field goal. And don't get me wrong, he's a great defender. Great defender. But but right now for the stats that he has produced, I just don't see it. I just don't see it being a $195 million contract, especially when you look at the guys who have $195 million contracts, like Donovan Mitchell.
Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell.
And you look at them, and those are the type of guys that you could see bust out 50 points if you need them to. Donovan Mitchell's proved it twice. Jason Tatum could definitely take over a game. My question is this: if the game is coming down to it, can Bam Adebayo bust down? Can bust down scoring? Now, scoring is not the only part of NBA. I understand that. There's also defense, which he plays very well. There's also passing, which he's actually an underrated distributor. There's also rebounding, all that he's good at. But the thing is, you also got to remember, there's a star in that team. His name is Jimmy Butler. That is their star right there. It's not Bam. It's Jimmy Butler, and that's a fact. Okay, because let me tell you something. They're not going that far without Jimmy Butler. There were games where there were teams, there were people or players on the Miami Heat that weren't playing well, and Jimmy Butler just kept the ball and ran with it. And he basically, so like, I mean, if he's worth 195 million, what's Jimmy Butler worth?
How
He's
much
got to
more
be
than that?
much more than that, right? But here's the thing: is he worth more than LeBron James' contract? I don't think so. Is he worth more than Anthony Davis's contract? I don't think so. So what I'm saying is, like, Bam Adebayo, congratulations to him. I mean, obviously, he's a great player. I can see him. I'm only going to see him getting better from here, and maybe as years go, and maybe as like seasons go on, I can definitely see him being worth that type of money. But as for now, with what he's done, I just can't see him being worth 5 years, 195 million. Now, obviously, that all changes again with through on and on through seasons. But I'm curious to see if he lives up to playing it that way. Because here's the thing. Here's the one thing that I will justify it as. Okay. Usually we look at an extension. So the player gets an extension, right? And we'll look at what they did before, and we'll be like, well, and we'll make a judgment on whether he deserves the extension or not. But you also got to remember, the extension is not what you've done before. The extension is for what you're doing in the present and future. So with that being said, by the time those 5 years are done, right? Did you
Are
live
you
up to the
still worth that money, or are you downgraded?
right? Because I could play good for 5 years, and then for the next, you sign me to a 5-year extension, and for those 5 years, I don't play as well as I did the previous 5 years. So honestly, like, time will tell. Like, you know what I'm saying? He'll probably I can definitely see him getting better. I can see within like the third or fourth year, he's definitely worth 195 million. But I'm just saying, if I want to put him in a tier, if I want to put him in a category, I don't know if I put him in that Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum category yet. And if they're going to continue developing guys like Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum,
He's gonna have to try and catch up to them.
is Bam gonna develop just like them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's gonna continue developing, he's gonna have to do a lot more to develop to get to that level of Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell. As a defender, I mean, he is fantastic. He's definitely something that the Miami Heat are really looking for. I think he plays good. I think he plays good defense in the paint on the perimeter. I think honestly, this is a guy who can probably guard 1 through 5. So with that being said, I mean, like, Bam Adebayo is a great defender. You know, he came from a great college and everything like that. He came from the University of Kentucky, which is a great school. But he obviously shoots pretty efficiently with 55%. He gets his boards. He averages a double double, and he has 5 assists, which is really good. And he's only going to develop from here on out. You know, who knows? He could turn into one of the best centers in the league. He probably will be within the next 2 or 3 years. He'll probably be the best center in the league. But with that being said, what he's done so far, this is all I'm saying. I'm not saying he'll never be worth it, but what he's done so far, if you're gonna give him the same exact contract as Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell, don't just look at the postseason. Okay, look at what they've done in the regular season. Is Donovan Mitchell and Jason Tatum are they considered the same level as Bam Adebayo, or is Bam Adebayo considered the same level as them? Because if not, then I can't see him being worth 195 million right now. But in the future, who knows? We're gonna have to find out and see in the future. But congratulations to Bam Adebayo. You know, good luck to him in the future. Good luck to the Miami Heat, and we'll see what happens this season and the seasons to come.